Welcome back, beautiful tri-state area. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. This is the Hydration with Heart segment brought to you by Once Upon a Coconut, the deliciously functional coconut water that's clean, crisp, and camera ready, just like our guest. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on an industry that seems all glitz and glam from the outside, but behind every flawless photo is a human being navigating pressures most of us never see. Joining me now is someone who's not only walking runways from New York to Paris, but walking the line between digital perfection and real life identity. From Nova Men to New York Fashion Week, John Mgbemena gets real about the pressures, perks, and pain behind the perfect photo. He's an international Nigerian model, and his work is a force. It spans commercial, fitness, and fashion modeling for global powerhouses like Nova Men, Boohoo Man, Bevel, Nike, Aloe, that's just to name a few. He's graced the pages of Hollywood Magazine, Style Cruise, and Dubai Magazine. He's become the face of major fragrance campaigns from Ralph Lauren to Valentino and Azzaro. But beyond the brand is John's discipline, charisma, and honesty that sets him apart. So today, he's here to talk about the truth behind the industry. We're chatting the evolution of male modeling in the digital age and what it's costing behind the scenes. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Thank you guys for having me. It's a pleasure to be on your platform. Thank you.
Let's chat the evolution of modeling. So you've walked for Paris Fashion Week and fronted campaigns for some of the biggest names in grooming and menswear. So let's go back to the beginning. How has the modeling industry changed since you started, especially for men? And how has the rise of social media shaped what means to be a bookable model in today's world?
Yeah, so to answer your question, the modeling industry has evolved since I last started, especially for male models. In the past, it was very narrow standards, like the Abercrombie and Fitch type of model. Now there's more diversity in body types, with the initiation of plus-size models, backgrounds, and even personal styles. Brands are prioritizing authenticity and looking for models who bring more personality, a story, and influence, not just a look. So whether it's like, if they do like reality TV such as Love Island, which is popular right now, other entities is basically picking up more than the status quo. Social media has also changed the game. It's no longer just about being in front of the camera. It's about being your own personal brand. As a male model, that means showing more than just the jawline, physique. People want to connect more with you, who you are behind the image. That's back in the time I was starting, having a full beard wasn't the norm. It's more so clean shaven, like the perfect Abercrombie and Fitch type of model. But now the shift has opened doors for people like me who bring more to the table, whether it's through fitness, content creation, or even brand ambassadorship.
Now let's chat fitness and skin routine, because your body is your temple, and it looks amazing, and your skin is flawless. Your look is obviously a big part of your brand, but behind the grooming and glamour is real commitment. Can you walk us through your fitness and skincare regimen? I mean, what keeps you runway ready, and what brands or routines do you swear by, especially when it comes to staying fresh under all those lights and cameras?
Yeah, definitely. And the keywords you pointed out is really discipline. Even me creating my ebooks, 6-pack in 45 days, is discipline. My fitness routine is built around consistency and a variety. I usually train 5 to 6 days a week, focusing on strength, HIIT, and core workouts. Morning starts with fast cardio or mobility work, and I prioritize functional movements that keep me lean and agile for shoots. Whenever you hop in a photo shoot, you want to always be ready, as well as even in a runway. So I prioritize these movements as well as give equal importance to recovery, stretching, foam rolling, and sleep is very, very essential. And the skincare routine I use is simple but effective. I stick to a clean regimen, cleansers, toners, vitamin C serum in the morning, and a moisturizer with SPF. At night, I cleanse again using retinol-based products and thicker hydration moisturizer to repair overnight. And regarding the favorite brands and must-haves, fitness, Gymshark, Under Armour, and Nike for gear. For supplements, I like Ghost Lifestyle. And for skincare, CeraVe for the basics, The Ordinary for serums, and Bevel for moisturizer, which I'm a brand ambassador for, and Biker Revolution, another brand ambassador that's for me, also have great grooming products I use regularly. And daily must have is I drink a lot of water, high protein breakfast, a good SPF, and resistance bands for on the go workouts, especially when I'm about to walk the runway. I use a resistance band, do a couple push-ups, do a couple sit-ups when I'm about to perform, whether it's Miami Swim Week, Atlanta Swim Week, New York Fashion Week, or any fashion shows I'm doing.
Right, right. This is what I love. We see the final product, but people forget just how much discipline and planning goes into keeping that standard every single day. It's not just genetics, it's strategy and, like you said, consistency. Now let's chat mental health and pressure. So in 2022, a study by the Model Alliance revealed that over 68% of models reported suffering from anxiety or depression due to body image expectations and inconsistent work. So for male models, the pressure can sometimes go under acknowledged. It's not something that we talk about for men. So what has your mental health journey been like in this industry, and how do you stay grounded when the job demands constant perfection?
For me, it starts with reminding myself that my value isn't based on how I look or how many likes I get, especially with the social media culture. It's rooted in who I am off the camera too, what type of personality, what type of integrity I have, and how I just move around the industry as well as interact with other individuals. I stay grounded by keeping a solid routine, regular workouts, a clean diet, prayer, journalism, and time away for social media when I need to reset. And I also surround myself with people who know me beyond the industry, family and friends who remind me of my purpose. Sometimes you can get colluded with a lot of what's going on, but when you speak to family, when you speak to friends, they keep you definitely grounded and reminded of your purpose. And therapy and talking openly about what I'm going through has also helped, whether it's talking with friends, talking with family. There's no shame in admitting when you're feeling the pressures or burnt out. The industry is changing, and I think being honest and prioritizing mental health makes you stronger, make you a stronger model, creator, and a man. So I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
it can encompass everything. It just keeps everything flowing and keeps your mental health intact.
yeah. Now, social media and brand power is a real thing. I mean, you've built your image both in front of the camera and online. So, for aspiring models listening, how much of staying booked today is about your digital presence? Is Instagram your modern day agent, if you will?
Nowadays, with agencies, they'll still book you, send you gigs, but with Instagram, mainly brand deals such as Fashion Nova or such as Bevel will just reach out to me through social media based on the following as following I have, as well as the type of photos and the type of content that I'm posting. Really, in this day and age, because everything is based on send your Instagram, send your TikTok, send your YouTube. So they're basically, I'm not saying judging you, but it's an added value. So most of the time, you can skip the middleman, which can be your agent or even your manager, and they'll just go straight to you. And there's so many opportunities based on promoting promoting quality content on your social media and making sure that if anyone clicks on your social media, they kind of know what type of niche or type of industry you're in, whether it's acting, whether it's modeling, or whether, like, for example, you're doing real estate. If
Yeah.
somebody click on your Instagram, you want them to know, like, the first couple of photos they see is what type of industry you're in, and everything will fall into place.
Yeah, that's such a great perspective and so true. I mean, the hustle has expanded beyond castings. Now let's talk about biggest insecurity. So you've become a poster boy for confidence and charisma, but every model, every human has their vulnerable spots. What's your biggest insecurity and how have you learned to work through it?
I'll say my biggest insecurity honestly was pretty much the way I look. Like, people will be, yeah, it's shocking.
What?
But growing up, I'll tell you, when I was in the high school, middle school, I was the smart kid. Many people really didn't gravitate to the type of person I was. So I remember, like, with my brothers, I have 5 brothers. There was a discussion. They was talking about who get more girls and who would get more girls or who would be in a relationship soon, who looked the best and stuff like that. I was ranked last out of 5 brothers.
Oh no.
So this is back. So I was like really more so like an athlete. I love sports. But in terms of modeling, I was like, because I had to like grow into my features.
Right.
So in terms of my insecurities, everything was really my insecurity. So when I got introduced to modeling, did the audition, they told me to walk again. I was taking it for granted. I didn't know the trajectory it was going to lead me into. And they finally accepted me. They said, "Oh, I think you can work." And they said, "Just work out and stuff like that." And after I did my first runway show, the rest is history.
Now, tell us something no one knows about you. I mean, something that would shock people who only see your polished photos or magazine covers. I mean, let's throw the algorithm a curveball.
Yeah, pretty much to go into what I'm saying is, and to add on backtrack, I didn't even have a prom day. So that's how you know I was in the type of thing. But people will know that I graduated with a biology degree. Um, I went to school for biology, got into pharmacy school, got into med school and stuff like that. It was just more so I love science. I'm highly, again, intelligent. So one thing people don't really know, they don't really know the academic side of me, the intelligent side. They think I'm more so like a jock, I can
Oh,
sexual sexual type of individual, but really went to college, graduated with a biology degree. I still work in tech as well. Like, so in terms of the mindset, in terms of like how I was raised, and in terms of what I do, and in terms of what I enjoy, it is a total contrast in what people will see me as on Instagram and on social.
and now I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you the very important question. This is the Hydration with Heart segment brought to you by Once Upon a Coconut. I personally can't live without my coconut water. It's part of my pre-workout routine. It's part of my everyday. Um, Talk to me about hydration. What's your hydration hack? And what are your thoughts on coconut water?
Going back in the day, my dad used to always eat coconut and corn. Granted, he would always cut the coconut down, eat the corn and stuff, but I never, so I always was drinking coconut water at a childhood, but I never really like enjoyed it or not enjoyed it. But it was always something. But when I really actually enjoyed it, I was like, oh, this is good, was when I went to Curacao like 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months, my bad, ago. But my hydration hack is always drink water, especially spring water. I always try to drink water daily. Just try to be consistent, because the more I work out 5 to 6 days a week, and I do like great cardio, so I sweat a lot. But the more you drink water, the more it helps your skin, the more it helps your hair growth. It is very, very essential when you drink water, whether it's
Oh, we are 60% water, so we definitely have to keep replenishing. And
yeah,
on that note, what I'm going to do is we're definitely going to send you sample packs from Once Upon a Coconut to keep you hydrated, to make sure we're replacing those electrolytes for all your workout routines and sessions. And we are at the end of our date with that.
thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. I mean, I love hearing these stories. I love the evolution. I love having you back and checking in with your career and all your success. So proud of you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
You can follow him on the gram at John Mgbemena and catch his latest campaigns and runways on billboards worldwide. That's John Mgbemena on Instagram. John Mgbemena. And don't forget, hydration starts within. Once Upon a Coconut is your go-to clean coconut water for that model glow from the inside out. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay grounded, and stay unapologetically you. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. That was the Hydration with Heart segment brought to you by Once Upon a Coconut. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by Once Upon a Coconut.
Discover the refreshing taste of 100% pure coconut water that actually tastes great. Naturally sweet with no artificial flavors or added sugar. It's packed with electrolytes to keep you hydrated throughout your day. And with 10% of profits going to charity, every sip makes a difference. Pure taste, pure goodness. Experience nature's Gatorade. Visit Once Upon a Coconut or naturesgatorade.com.